Hey Pisces! Thanks for joining me for your August reading. I'm Madeleine, if we haven't met before. So I'm very excited to get into, we'll start with your channeled reading and then move into your cards for the month. But first, I just want to make a quick announcement that beginning this Saturday at 10 a.m. Central, I will be doing live readings for every sign. So you can come hang out with me live, or you can catch the recording afterward. But either way, there will now be new weekly tarot readings for every sign on this channel. Yay! Tell your friends. Okay, now on to you, Pisces. Really interesting channeled message came through. Going to be very curious to see how your cards come up. I get the sense that in August you are dealing with some open hostility. That's just what I'm hearing. Spirit's already throwing your cards. I don't want this to worry you. I don't feel like actually the sense that I get is that this is going to be way out in the open. This isn't like some deceitful something. This is somebody saying shitty things, challenging you directly. Spirit's already pulling cards. Already saw the Knight of Swords right as I said that. So maybe the Knight of Swords for some of you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or air sign type energy. Someone coming at you with double speak is what Spirit just said. Don't like that. So if you know that there's somebody, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's in your home, whether it's in your friend circle, enemy circle, you got to stand up for yourself in August. When whatever we allow to multiply. And that's not a blame thing. That's not a judgment thing. That is a universal laws type of thing. You know, what we accept, what we allow, it multiplies. It invites the universe to send us more because the message is, oh, okay, so you take this, so you accept this. Like, well, then here you go. It's like people who are really great with money tends to kind of continue to fly at them, right? So if you're great with maltreatment or you're great with open hostility, Spirit will, it's just the way of it's energy. It's energy. It's like attracts like, right? Okay. Pisces. What do they need to know in August, Spirit, for their highest good? Pisces. What does Pisces need to know in order to move forward in the best possible way? What does Pisces need to know this month about where they are, about where they've been, about who or what is around them, in order to move forward in the best possible way? Pisces. Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, Pisces Dominant folks. What do they need to know, please, Spirit? 2 more is what they said. 2 more is what you get. Let's see where we end up, Pisces. All right, perfect. Spirit knows. Pisces in the month of August. Pisces. That makes me mad that anybody's being hostile to you, Pisces. You gentle fucking soul. You don't deserve that shit. But they don't know your strength, so that's okay. They're going to be real surprised. Wow. 3, 4, and 5 of Wands. And the 7. Yeah, you don't like it. You don't like to fight, Pisces. I get it. And it's funny, Spirit's making me laugh. Like, they're like, yeah, some of you are good at it, but you don't like it. Spirit, please tell me more about... Oh, that was easy. Okay. Disengage. I want one more. Sorry, bear with me, Pisces, in real time. Spirit, please tell me how you want Pisces to handle this 7 of Wands energy. What's the reaction? What's the best response from Pisces in the 7 of Wands energy? They dropped 2. Nice. Doing your own thing. I like it. Okay. All right. Pisces, we start you off with a beautiful card, the High Priestess. So strong, intuitive, the strong, silent type, which can be like you. Very deeply rooted in your intuition, very deeply rooted in your soul. And I feel like you are so deeply rooted in your soul that this month you are willing to take a new chance, to try something you either haven't tried before or have been wanting to try, thinking about trying over and over and over, and now it's like, fine, I'm really doing this now. I'm really making this change. I'm closing this and I'm opening this. Or I'm done with this and I'm starting that. I encourage you, Pisces, to formulate a plan. My sense is that you have a lot of courage this month. You definitely have the fortitude to go forward, to try things, to be the fool, to take that leap of faith, to go based off of your intuition and try something. And I think that's great. I think it's great to start from your intuition because your intuition is wisdom beyond ourselves. However, with that intuition, wielding that intuition, we still have to work it here on earth, right? We still have to make money, we still have to have relationships, pay bills, etc. You need a plan. You've got, again, it's like you've got great idea, you've got the talent, but I feel like there might be a little bit of rushing and a little bit of a childish attitude, a little bit of like flying by the seat of my pants, which, hey, I like it better than staying still, okay? You will definitely learn something by flying by the seat of your pants, but you also might fucking break your ass bone, and we don't need you to break your ass bone on the way to learning. As intuitive and as faithful and as sweet and emotional and open-hearted and generous and fluid as you are, being so fluid and so adaptable and immutable sign is exactly what means that you need some strong corners, some boundaries, some edges. Okay? Five of Wands in your future. A little bit of too many cooks. A little bit of, I think I know what I want to do. Let me just get in there. Let me just jump into the fray. And in the kind of like classic Rider-Waite version of this card, you see 5 different little boys, and they're all just kind of like smacking the wands all over the place. I'm like, yeah, it's all fun till somebody gets their eye put out, you know? Like, what do you really want? That's what Spirit is saying right as I say that, is like, what do you really want? You have the gift of listening to your soul. But you're so giving, Knight of Cups, right? Like so big and soft-hearted that sometimes what other people think, what other people want, blah, 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 whether they are trying to come in to give you advice or whether they are coming in as detractors, there's a little bit of a too many cooks situation. I think you need a timeout. I think you need to get like a clean notebook and be like, what is it that I want to have for myself? Whether that's in the realm of work, whether that's in the realm of relationships, whether that's in the realm of whatever. What do I want? What is my strategy? Because it looks like you're willing to fight hard for this and you have the passion, but it's like, Spirit just said you don't play like berserker chess. Then if you play berserker chess, then you lose. Chess requires a strategy. You don't just barrel your queen over to the other side and get her eaten by a pawn. Like, that would be a waste, you know? So before you jump in, 4 of Swords, meditate on it. Peace and quiet. Maybe you need to do a bit of a brain dump. Like, again, grabbing that clean notebook or clean sheet of paper and being like, what are all the little, like, odds and ends, big or small, the things like, the ideas that I basically need to get out of my head and onto a piece of paper so that I can figure out what the fuck I'm doing and how the fuck I'm doing it. Like, in what order and when. How are all these pieces going to fit together to form this big thing that I want to create, this big idea that I have? You have the support. You absolutely have the support. I love this. Four of Wands in the literal support position. Some of you have family around you, or some of you well, let me say it like this. Family can be blood or can be chosen. So whether this is your chosen family or your blood family, you are greatly supported by your community. They are very excited to see what it is you have to do because they see your potential. And here is the warning. Don't fritter away your potential by going in without knowing how to fight this dragon or to persuade this dragon, okay? I'm a big fan of the idea. I'm a vegetarian. We don't always need to fight the dragon. We can convince it. Hey, you know why you should give me that fleece? I'm serious, though. It feels like it doesn't have to be as big of a fight. It feels like with a little bit of planning, you can have something that is built to last. And if somebody comes running in, too many cooks, right? If this Knight of Swords comes and interrupts your progress or your silence or your intention, then they need to be put in their place. Whatever that means, okay? That's going to mean different things for different Pisces. I'm not telling you need to cut these people out if you love them and they're great or whatever, but they're just kind of annoying or they're just not right for this project or whatever. Whatever the case is, you need to stand up for yourself. You need to draw lines, boundaries. Boundaries in every which way really matter this month. The boundaries between what you're allowed to say and do to me and what you're not. The boundaries between what's my free time and what's my work time. The boundaries of how am I going to get this project, this idea, let me say it like that. How am I going to get this idea to where it feels like a project? To where it feels like it is something that is being built, being maintained. It is, I'm putting the hurricane candle container around this flickering flame so that I can actually build it into something. You've got to protect it from your 100 mile per hour doubts. You've got to protect it from your 100 mile per hour detractors and other people who have doubts, because Pisces, you are so permeable that if you sense the doubts, the detractions of others, you may accidentally chameleon yourself into their colors and be like, God, maybe they're right. Maybe this is stupid. Maybe this isn't fuck that. Fuck that. If you have this flame inside, then you do have what it takes to build the container for the flame. You do. It just might not be something that comes as instinctively as your intuition and all of that. So finding your light may be easier than sort of encompassing and protecting your light. That's how Spirit just put it. But we can't just have a candle out in the 100 mile per hour winds. It needs protection. It needs boundaries. You need boundaries, Pisces. Boundaries for yourself, boundaries for other people. What are the rules? The rules, the plan, the strategy is what will take you from anxiety and worry and fear to, I have a plan and I have a map and I have a vessel. So between the plan and the map and the vessel, no matter how long it takes, no matter, yes, there are going to be times when, storm clouds gather, but my vessel is strong. And it is protected, ironically, by the points of these swords that mythically go down into this boat, but somehow do not puncture and sink it. What's that all about? This shit, ironically, even though it all takes place in your head, this shit will sink you in a minute. anxiety, fear, analysis paralysis, looking at all the things that could go wrong and being like, oh my God, it really could go wrong. Instead of being like, here are all the lessons that I have taken from coming up against, Knights of Swords, and then going through my Four of Swords, retreat, rejuvenate, meditate, get my thoughts in order. When I get my thoughts in order, I can get them to help propel me to where I need to go. The Six of Swords is about taking only the lessons, the learning from the pain, from the struggle, from the fight. I'm not going to carry the fight. I'm not going to keep my opponent in the boat with me, for God's sake. But I will take the swords. I will take the memories. I will take the strategy that I learned. I will take the, hey, I identified this behavior as a red flag. Never knew that before, but I will never deal with this again. This starts with your intuition, and then it leads to you developing a plan based on that intuition. Some of you may be literally doing something like looking into courses on intuitive planning, or maybe trying to come up with your own system to plan how to work this intuitive idea. A lot of times, Pisces, I would encourage you to just go and then find out. But this time I'm actually really feeling set a course. Find the North Star and then set a course for that. And be willing to deal with, those 100-mile-per-hour winds that can come at times. But again, knowing that I'm in the right vessel, I have a map, so even if I get blown off course, if I fall off my habit wagon, if a detractor does come in and throw me off course for a minute, I can always come back to my map. So it's okay, I got confused, or, they came in and grabbed it out of my hand, too many cooks, turned it upside down, I was reading it wrong for a few minutes, that took us a few degrees off course, but I can get us back. I know where it is. There's the North Star. There we go. That's where I should be going. Let's go back this way. Set a course and then stay on track. It's okay to get off track a little bit as long as you keep coming back to the map. Write a map to your success. Write a treasure map. That's what Spirit just said. And maybe you can make this into a fun, like a magical kind of creative little game where maybe like a child, you draw a treasure map, but the treasure is whatever this goal or this thing that you want is. How do I get there? Write out the landmarks and milestones. I'll know I'm close when I see this or when this happens to me. Like, I don't know, maybe some of you are literally going to do this, but Spirit is showing me this really charming image of somebody having created an actual like treasure map with like the dash, 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 dash marks between the different milestones. Like, and just to bring this like down to earth, that could be like really cute kitty looking treasure map, and step 1 is brainstorm, and then dash 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 over to this next little image representing like open a business account at my bank so that I can have a place to put this income once it starts coming in. Dash dash dash, like open Etsy store. Dash dash dash. You know what I'm saying? Where you can kind of make it like you're at the restaurant playing with the crayons and filling in the map and like finding your way through the labyrinth, except you're doing that with your real life. Like, what a fun, cool map I have to get the kind of life that I want. Choose your own adventure, Pisces. I like it. What is it, Pisces? Where are you going? Let me know. If you know, if you don't know, I'm still curious. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I would love to know that too. I appreciate you, Pisces. I appreciate the questions, comments, any advice that you give also to your fellow Pisceans. I like the idea of making this a supportive kind of, Four of Wands type community where you could share your ideas or your worries or your fears, and other people can weigh in and help out, me included. So please let me know if you do have some feedback. I appreciate you being here, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. If I don't see you in the live on Saturday, then I hope I will see you in your September reading. Bye, Pisces.